whole time when I was dropping vlog after vlog and I wasn't going to sleep and but it felt fun.
You finally felt like a creator?
Yeah, no, dead ass.
If you bag it, when we do this, it's just an hour, bro.
Yeah. Because I'm waiting the whole week to record that, and then now I feel like a creator. But those other 6 days, I remember my tita asked me, "Yo, what are you doing those other 6 days?" I'm like, relax.
But like you could do a lot more.
Yeah,
you could do a lot
super.
more.
That's why when I finally got even my manager hit me up, yo, Gavin dropping vlogs. I'm like, wait, I'm a creator though. That shouldn't be a surprise.
No, it's because you just don't do those things.
I just don't do it.
But if you put yourself in that creator mindset and you just keep, because look, all you really have to do is just create something. It doesn't have to be anything. Like it could just be a picture. You can take a picture, boom, I created something. And then every time you do it, you get a little bit better. And once you put 5 years into it, you become a master at it.
Yeah. No, it just felt like you have a sense of purpose. Like again, relaxing those 6 days. I'm bedridden. I'm on the bed just doing nothing. You know, you get sad because it feels like you're wasting your time. But then as soon as that week, just that 1 week, I felt the happiest, even though I was dead tired.
Yeah, it feels worth it.
Yeah,
right?
worth it. I was driving 4 a.m. happy as hell that I was getting ready to edit.
I've been saying, if you feel like you're not in the right, I guess, job or career, it's just because you don't love what you do. And when you love what you do, you're willing to stay up till 6 a.m. to work on that shit. Like, I remember the first time I edited something that I was really proud of. Yeah. I was editing that for probably 8 hours. I didn't even realize I was editing. It was this video. It was a Jake Long AMV. You know what an AMV is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so you were the type to do those?
Yeah. I used to make AMVs, bro.
That was
you can probably find it. If you look for it, you can probably find it. But it's honestly cringe now. Yeah. But for its time, it was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that was the Kung Fu. Remember the Kung Fu Panda edit? That was the back then.
But I was doing sad boy. You know those Simpson edits?
The I know you so
yeah, that type of shit.
Bro, those hit back then.
They hit back then.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting to is that aspect of me editing, it made me realize I do love the process. That's what you have to fall in love with. If you don't fall in love with the process, you don't actually like what that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone says, I want to be an engineer. Okay, what's your day-to-day though? Yeah. I want to be an engineer. What's your day-to-day though? And they're like, oh shit, what is it actually? Because I asked my cousin that, and she's kind of confused, where she wants to go with school, career. Yeah. Damn, we all are at one point. And then you say, I want to be a YouTuber.
What's your day-to-day?
What's your day-to-day? What content? What niche? There's so much. But the good thing about being a creator, it could be anything.
Yeah. And I seen this quote, it's why am I complaining when I always prayed for my plate to be full? You know what I mean? And before your plate was empty, but now you're doing stuff, you can never complain. When I was tired, I was like, no, I can't complain because this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
I'm finally in the stage. Why am I even thinking of complaining when this is what I want?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can't complain.
Did you like the haunted vlog we did?
Oh, fire, bro. That vlog was never supposed to release because our cameraman, shout out Hayden, but bro.
It was okay.
Yeah, bro was scared, but it wasn't shaking a lot.
It wasn't terrible. I cut out a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out Michaela. She edited a lot of it.
Oh, she recorded? She saw my ass, man. Yo, people are texting me yo, your ass is on video. I'm like, wait, what?
You forgot you did that?
Yeah, no, I
put panties over it. So
yeah, I know. But my mom, I always go in her room and do that.
Yeah.
That's a no thing. So when she showed it on screen, she was dying. She's like, people finally know the real you.
That's jokes. There used to be a big thing back in kindergarten though.
Yeah, flashing, mooning.
Yeah, mooning.
Yeah,
that used to be a thing. It's just funny, man, are bringing it back.
Yeah.
But going to the video, fam, I'm gonna tell you a story right now.
Okay.
Literally an hour ago, me and Josh were talking about the video, right?
Yeah.
People in the comments are already saying they're seeing shit. Yeah. One of the craziest ones was the door when Josh is explaining him being touched on his head.
Whoa, I didn't see this one.
So there's you know how there's a door crack and then there's a door, right?
Yeah.
The door crack's like this. And you can see the wall, and then from here to here is black. So it looks like someone's standing behind it.
Well, okay, no one dropped a timestamp on that.
Yeah, somebody did. Somebody did. I think it's a recent comment.
Okay.
But it literally looks like a shadow behind the door.
Word.
And then there's another one down the hall. But none of these are moving, right?
Okay.
None of these shadows are moving, and it's whatever.
Yeah.
But me and Josh, when we were discussing it, and you know what they say? How when you discuss certain spirits, that's when they're, I guess, more willing to show themselves.
Yeah.
Now, me and Josh, we were driving down a road, right? And we're driving down to this specific road that I know there's like a graveyard of the first people in the city, right? It's one of those like monuments.
Oh shit.
We're driving down, and I look to my right and I go, yo, doesn't that look like a ghost? I said it because I'm like, yo, doesn't that look like a gosT? And what I see, fam, is like such a tall figure, and it's just white from head to toe, just like this.
No.
And I point to Josh like, yo, doesn't that look like a ghost?
No.
We drive closer, and then Josh, I look at Josh like, yo, you see it too? And then Josh goes, yeah.
What? No. Cap. That's so cap.
No, like,
an hour ago.
Okay. This is like literally an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. We drove by and we're like, that's a
Yo,
no deadass. That's what we're saying in the car. We're like, yo, that's obviously a right. That's like a. And we're just confused, man. We're just like straight up just confused. We don't know what we saw.
So okay.
I don't think it's a ghost though. Like I don't know what it is.
You said a white.
It's a white figure.
Yeah.
It's a white figure, and it's kind of like. It's like this shape.
Long?
You know what I'm saying? So look.
Elongated?
Look at me real quick.
Yeah.
Kind of like Christmas tree-ish. But
Okay.
not triangle. It's almost, you know? Like a bowling pin, kind of like a bowling pin. But man, I told Josh, like, yo, that looks like a ghost. And then we get closer and... But there's no details. That's what I'm saying. There's no details. It's just like white. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shit, that could be anything. Yeah, that could be. But if it's white and it's nighttime, it's obviously stuck out to you.
So going to the video we did, though.
Okay.
One of the craziest stories, or one of the most known hauntings of the Queen Mary, is Jackie, a ghost that wears white.
Yeah. No.
Wearing a white dress.
No, so Jackie came?
I don't know.
Jackie came back?
I'm not just saying like, oh, I'm so scared of this shit, and I'm like, it's in my head and I'm seeing it. But I swear, like, straight up, you can ask Josh.
Damn.
We're driving and we see this white thing and we're like, what the fuck?
Why is that one?
And I straight up say, yo, it looks like a ghost. As a joke, too.
Yeah.
I said as a joke, fam. We drive and we're confused. Like, what is that?
Ew. No, that's crazy. Because I didn't realize the Josh one. It was only the one where even my mom pointed it out when she first watched it. Mm-hmm. The one where like it went past Josh when it's like
that could have been some. I don't know.
I feel like that was my microphone though, because low key there was another shadow.
It's probably
on my
just movement.
Yeah,
it's probably just movement.
But the only thing that I really caught was the changing channels. And back then we didn't know what that actually meant.
So that was actually a spirit.
That was actually a spirit changing the channel, because that's what a spirit box is supposed to do. We thought the spirit box, we talk to it and it'll talk back to us.
Because we have that one moment where it's just switching.
Yeah, but you're supposed to plug in with headphones and put a guy in blindfolds, and whatever he hears.
That sounds some Stranger Things.
No, but that's what like
that's how they actually do it.
Yeah, because maybe there were sounds that we couldn't hear because it's different frequencies that only the headphones could pick up.
Oh.
So maybe low-key the whole time it was talking to us,
but we can't
but
hear
we couldn't
properly
hear it.
because you need headphones.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit! But I know people use it without headphones, fam. I'm pretty sure it's not like that crazy. Yo, leave down in the comments where we should go, because I'm really excited for our next one. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm thinking about, really.
I know. Low-key Banff and the Asian one. So.
Okay, I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
So this came up when I was talking to the homies. Like, there's this one guy, and he's very, very, very famous. I'm pretty sure he was on Joe Rogan.
Okay.
But he claims that he was abducted by aliens.
What the heck?
Like, he claims what happened was he went outside one day, was taken, and apparently, like, what the aliens or beings translated to him was that he got beamed or he got hurt by one of their ships.
What?
And they just wanted to heal him and fix it.
Wait, then how is he?
Why is he famous?
Yeah, why is he famous?
Because they think he's saying the truth.
But okay, then tell me what he said, because maybe it's
the way he described the aliens
Yeah.
were exactly how Hollywood depicts them. Is just a big head, gray skin, kind of shorter, but literally what you would assume as one of those gray aliens. Now, what's crazy is when he came back, he was saying like, oh, because he disappeared.
Yeah.
He went missing for, I forgot, maybe 7 weeks. And everyone was looking for like, where the fuck does this guy go? This and that. And when he came back, that was his story. Yeah. His story was, I was abducted. They were healing me and fixing me. I was looking around the ship and I seen these alien beings and some other creatures there as well.
Yeah.
But everyone thinks like he's either just crazy or he's just making the shit up. But why would you make that shit up? So my question to you is, would you rather experience something that nobody else believes and is supernatural in that way, or would you just rather just be a regular person and never experience anything supernatural?
I think I'll lean more towards the normal person, just cause that guy, if I see something and no one believes it, that would drive me crazy. Like, you know me, like if someone doesn't believe me, I try my heart, like I persevere until they believe me. Yeah. And if no one's believing me, then I would go crazy. And that would be like, I would be like one of those endless homeless guys on the street, like the Illuminati ones. Oh, it's real, it's real.
I guess it depends on your your character or your presence and how people.
Because if I can hold it in,
you, right?
if I can hold it in, and I just like I'm chilling, I saw aliens. Oh, cool.
No, but that's something big. Fam.
Yeah, like I would want to tell people
for 7 weeks like that.
Yeah,
and you're being worked on by aliens, and
it doesn't
you're
work
conscious.
It doesn't work with my character because with the guys, they already know like I lie. You know what I mean? So it would be like it would drive me crazy that this is one of the things that I'm being truthful of, and you guys are not believing it.
Do you think we're on some Boy Cried Wolf type beat where
what?
We say so many theories and supernatural things that maybe it just sounds far-fetched?
Yeah.
If it actually happens to us.
Ooh.
I don't know though. Because I feel like people have a good grasp when I'm saying the truth, and I usually say the truth.
But we've never been put in that position where it's like, actually, no, we have because
when we go on these explorations, we're gonna experience something, fam. Eventually.
No,
if not already, right?
Yeah, I feel like the only way they're gonna believe is on camera. So like the videos that we do is
if people actually know you, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, if there was a celebrity that came out and just said all of this shit, said, "Yo, these are real, aliens are real, blah 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 blah," and this happened to me, what celebrity would you believe?
What celebrity would I believe? Who's that guy that keeps trying to... Cat Williams?
Oh, you believe Cat Williams?
Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle would believe.
Dave Chappelle
I would fucking believe, bro.
Who I wouldn't believe is Kevin Hart. I wouldn't believe nothing he says. Any comedian...
The Rock. Would you believe The Rock?
Oh, that's
iffy. That's iffy, right?
That's a good one, because it's like... No, I would believe The Rock. That's
iffy.
Yeah. I wouldn't believe Will Smith.
He's too McDonald's. I don't know why that's an aesthetic, but he's too McDonald's, if that makes sense.
You mean he's like too for the industry, or like...
I don't know. I don't know what I meant by that, but it felt right.
It did feel right.
You know when you see someone, they're like, yo, you're McDonald's as fuck.
Yeah, remember Marshall? I called them Mary Browns.
And it just he's very Mary Browns, yeah.
It's those ones that stick with you when it's so out of the ordinary and someone
but it makes
calls
sense,
you.
It has a good grasp on you. Like, it's your aesthetic type of shit, right?
Oh, there was some guy. Oh, crazy. I have a theory for this too. But there's a Nebraska quarterback right now.
Yeah.
He's trending just because he's trying to copy everything that Patrick Mahomes does.
Whoa, what do you do?
Do you know who Patrick Mahomes is?
Yeah.
Number 1 QB, right? He has his own signature look, his number. Bro, Dylan Raiola, a quarterback from Nebraska, he copies his goatee, his cut. When he walks into the game, he wears the goggles, like, do you know like the goggles we wore at Project X?
Yeah.
Mahomes is known for wearing that before games. He does that.
He's a fan then.
Listen. Number 15 is what he wears. Guess what he wears?
Number 15.
And there's theories that he went to a college that wore red just so he can copy that because Mahomes is a red jersey too.
Okay, what's the age difference though?
He's in college and Mahomes is in like he's like 30.
He's a fan.
But listen, this is where it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Mahomes pregame warm up is him doing high knees and going, yeah. On the next game, he started doing the same shit.
Damn, this is his son,
bro. He started walking the same, doing everything. And this is why I think he's doing it. It's marketing.
Why?
Because if you want to get drafted and people are like comparing you to different quarterbacks, don't you want to get compared to a GOAT?
That's true, because they're gonna look at his
Let him
game style
first,
too. They're
yeah.
gonna look at his skills and shit after.
Yeah, exactly.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
That
And
makes
I'm like,
sense.
if he's doing this on purpose, he's a goat. But it's like, but that's kind of crazy. The point that he's taking it to is kind of crazy.
Because truthfully, if there was like a trend
Yeah.
about some, I guess, like upcoming athlete, I'm paying attention because of the trend. But because you have my attention, now I'm gonna look at your skill too.
See, but if you're a music artist, are you copying everything, the aesthetic that Kanye does too? That wouldn't work out, right?
Oh,
Or would you?
What it? Oh, yo, theory
broke
right
the
now.
curse.
Ready theory right now. Isn't that what Travis Scott is?
Yeah,
Isn't that what
low-key,
Kid
fam.
Cudi is?
That's what Kobe did to MJ. Fuck, low-key, that's a yeah. Maybe it's not even a theory. It's like that. That's proven
just
fact.
that's their take. That's their impression. Yo, I heard this crazy. This is a strat.
Yeah.
So in order to make the best character and a character that they can deem iconic, whether it be in movies, cartoons, anything with media,
Okay.
the best way to make a character, what they would have somebody that does impressions.
Yeah.
And they would try to do a bad impression of a character.
Okay.
Because why? Because a bad impression of a character is what?
What?
A new character.
Like a bootleg kind of.
Yeah. So you can imagine, let's say you have a Homer Simpson, but you do a bad impression of a Homer Simpson, talk about things that aren't too Homer Simpson like. You created a whole new character
Yeah.
with the things people love about the other one, and you revamp it.
True. So it would already be like in your head. Are you thinking that's Homer? So I already kind of like him, but now it's adding.
It's just creating like something out of what you already love. It's that Virgil Abloh only
Yeah, I was gonna
only
say that.
changed like 3%.
That's fire.
So create bad impressions is creating something else.
Yeah.
But also it can't be like corny though. You can't be like
It can. Yeah.
you gotta be smart with
Because
it.
when does an impression, like how far can you go with an impression until it becomes complete copy? You know what I mean?
I think when it's too familiar.
Okay, so
I
like
think when it's too familiar, then it's bad.
So do you think it's bad for that Dylan guy because you already immediately think of Mahomes?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know.
But maybe see, you never know.
I don't know.
Maybe this whole thing is just perfect.
It's good people are talking about him.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. It's literally just good people are talking about him.
Yeah. That's like the Mosey thing too. When he came out and
Lil Mosey?
Yeah, Lil Mosey. He did an interview with Academics recently. I was just watching it.
Yeah.
And he said, remember when he did the XXL freestyle?
No, what?
And he was like, and he did the worst out of all of them.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
His freestyle was the worst. But he said, he was like, okay, but anytime XXL comes up, my name comes up with it.
That's true.
So it's like, is it good publicity? Is publicity as long as it has an impact.
I disagree though.
As long as it has impact.
I disagree.
I don't know, man.
Does Bad Baby have a big impact on your life?
Bad Baby.
What I
Probably
will
in some way, yeah.
What I will say is we compare her in that category of creators. Which is enough to be solidified in history in that sense.
Bad Baby made a lot of people act bad, like really like go out of their way and just disobey their parents. That
You
was
think
the
so?
impact. Yes, everyone. I know 100. Like not me and anyone I know, but there's a.
I feel
bunch
like
of
Caillou did more than her.
No, man. Fam, you know how Bad Baby did OnlyFans the moment she turned thing, and there was so many people. You know what I mean?
that's
There was a
kinda
lot of
wild.
influence.
That's kind of wild.
And there was another person. Craziest teenager story I've ever heard about. Have you ever heard about the Barefoot Bandit?
Nah.
Bro, craziest teen. This teenager was 16, running away from the FBI for 3 years.
What's he running away
Crazy.
from?
So, okay, I'll just give you the whole backstory first.
Yeah.
His name was Colton Moore, right? And his upbringing was trash. Like, his mom barely took care of him. And when he actually, like, wanted to eat, his mom, like, was like, oh, no, I'll give you the bare minimum. Like, one hot dog, you're good for the day.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Like, so it was, like, dead-ass starvation.
Yeah.
So this was when he was a kid. And he was like, okay, nah, F this. I'm going to run away and I'm going to steal food for myself.
Oh.
So in the neighborhood he's at, he goes to the forest and he starts robbing houses. Going into the
Damn, bro's hungry.
Yeah, no, real shit. Going into their fridges, grabbing all the thing, taking it back to the tent that he lives at, right? Becomes a household name. This is when the chase starts, right?
Yeah.
Goated kid. So he goes back in the tent, and when the cops come in his tent, a bunch of food, laptops, a bunch of money. He's literally on a roll right now.
Yeah.
But The only thing missing is him. He's like up in the tree watching the cops do this.
Oh, he's like Assassin's Creed.
He's Assassin's Creed. So they say, oh, we'll give you $10,000 to turn yourself in.
Yeah.
He said, fuck that. He goes to his mom's crib, writes a note, puts it on his porch, and it says, Mom, the police want to play games. It's war.
That's yo, this
at
is
16. At 16, right?
Yo, Home Alone, like
Now,
Assassin's Creed.
This is what it gets crazy.
Yeah.
This is the plot twist. He starts stealing planes.
Wait, what?
He goes into like, like the terminals.
Yeah.
And he starts
Hijacking
planes. And he ends up, fam, in Bahamas.
How does he fly? How does he know?
There was an interview, right?
Yeah.
He said he learned all this from video games.
What the fuck? Bro's playing Flight Simulator.
No, so he's in Bahamas stealing cars. He's hijacking boats. All at 16, bro.
What's this guy's? Is this a real person?
Yeah, no, Carlton Moore. Craziest true crime story I've ever heard about.
What the fuck?
And like you can only sit back and acknowledge this guy because I don't think he killed anyone while he was doing this.
He's just having fun.
He was just having
playing
fun.
real life GTA.
Yeah.
But no violence.
This is how badass the kid was. He's in Bahamas and he steals a boat. He pulls up to a boat party.
Yeah.
He says, yo, a bunch of adults. Yo, have you seen this kid that stole a boat and he's in Bahamas now? They're like, nah. He's like, oh yeah, it's me. Check the news. They check the news. Everyone's shocked.
Oh, but they can't arrest him there, right?
They can.
No, they can?
This is what he tells them. He said, oh, can you call the cops on me? I want them to chase me.
Oh, so that's his thing.
Because he's bored.
That's his thing. It's like Catch Me If You Can.
No, that's so crazy. You said that? Oh, this is crazy. So long story short, he gets caught in Bahamas.
Yeah.
After 8 days.
Yeah.
And Bahamas is celebrating because it took the US 3 years, right? and they searched the tent one more time. They opened the laptop. There's only one movie downloaded on the laptop.
Oh, it's Catch Me If You Can.
And he was watching it. They said that he was watching over it to make the plays. Crazy.
That's his hero, fam.
That's his
hero. I forgot the name of the guy, but like he's the first.
Yeah.
He's the first that did it, and the CIA ended up hiring
Fam, that's a
that
movie.
criminal.
And while he was doing this, he was taking selfies. And
You know what they should have done? They should have called the real Catch Me If You Can to try and crack down on the kid, bro.
I don't think that would have worked.
No, but because he works for the CIA and intelligence.
Oh, word?
So he actually does the opposite of what he was doing. He goes against fraud and he goes against people hiding.
You're right. Oh.
Yeah. So it's almost like taking the original character and he becomes the villain of the new main character.
Yeah, that's fire.
Imagine that was a thing.
Nah. But yeah, though, Loki studying Catch Me If You Can, so smart.
It's pretty because he's like the first in history to pretty much make the US just look in shambles with all their intelligence and shit. And it just goes to show, but they always do that with any security and any, I guess, force that they have to fortify. Sometimes they'll actually hire criminals to try and break it to see where their flaws are. Yeah.
So you would hire a criminal to get into a criminal's mind. It makes sense.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because let's say I was building a castle and I said, okay, I want it to be the best castle ever made. Sure, we can have plans on how to make it, but if it's not tested, how do you know it's the best castle ever made? You would have to hire some bandits to try and rob the castle.
True.
And then put it to the test and then see where the weak points are and then boom, fortify that shit.
Yeah. That's fire.
It's like build and build and build and then just return.
Yeah, and the reason why he was called the Barefoot Bandit, allegedly, he was doing all this barefoot.
Ew, what the fuck?
Like from like when he left, he didn't leave with no shoes.
Ew.
He was in the forest barefoot, bro.
Ew, yeah, probably had like some athlete's foot, whatever, fam.
Like imagine on the plane, you're trying to work it and you're literally barefoot. Like
ew, bro.
Crazy.
That's disgusting. That's straight Parmesan, fam.
But that's exactly that's the exact playbook I would do if I would to crash out one day. Like I would have the most fun.
What would you do?
Hijack anything I could. Boats, any vehicle I would try to hijack.
Why though?
Because it's my last. Like if I wanted to go out a sick way, I would do that.
Really?
Yeah. I always told my friends this. If like say that anything like anything happened and there was like a case.
Yeah.
I would have the most fun in the world. Knowing that like knowing that shit is going down the drain.
Oh, saying like you only had a few moments to live.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I would have the most fun. That's what you have to do.
Oh.
You know what I mean? What, you just sit around waiting for the case?
I wouldn't like GTA real life though.
No, I would. I would crash out then and there, fam. And I would try to bring
all that joke how they say like, oh wait, if you go to the doctors for a cold and you see the Avengers pull up, you know you're cooked. You know that?
Oh yes, bro.
I can't rather see the Avengers than play GTA.
No, man.
I want to dap up Tom Holland and shit.
No, nah, bro.
I want to dap up Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. That's tough, fam. What? That's sick.
No, I'm writing my own story. I'm gonna be the Joker, the hero for the damned.
That's fucked up. I mean, they need one still.
Shout out to you for backing me up in the UTI podcast because they weren't believing it, but we had some good points. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's a recent Deadpool theory.
Oh yeah, what is
the
it?
Deadpool Wolverine movie.
What?
So, you know how? Okay,
let me see, 'cause I actually saw the movie.
Most critics,
Yeah.
they say, man, the movie was good, but it lacks story.
Okay.
But actually, Deadpool Wolverine had one of the deepest plots, but it wasn't obvious.
What?
That's why it went over everyone's head.
Okay.
So check this out. In the beginning of the movie, Deadpool, all he wanted was to matter. Remember that?
Yeah. He wanted to be part of the Avengers.
He wanted to matter.
Yeah.
Now, in the very end of the film, remember when the villain...
They did this thing?
When the villain, she's messing up the machine, and the scientist guy says, you don't know what to do with that. That's antimatter and matter.
Yeah.
Check this out. Wolverine in the movie was the opposite of Deadpool, where Deadpool wanted to matter.
Oh,
Wolverine mattered too much, and he was running away from it because he mattered so much. He wanted to run away from his responsibilities.
yeah.
So Deadpool and Wolverine, in the very end, when they're hitting the machine,
And they link up.
the one side was matter that Deadpool went to go grab, but he couldn't do the other side because he needed Wolverine.
Yeah.
The antimatter.
Oh, that's fire. That's
And so
the
when they
wordplay?
linked up, because together, without Wolverine, Deadpool wouldn't matter. That's why
hard,
his
yeah.
universe was going to end without Deadpool, remember? And without Deadpool, Wolverine wouldn't understand the importance of wanting to matter.
Oh, that's fire. Yeah, because it's clearly stated at the beginning and at the end, but during the middle, it is kind of like a lot of just random fights.
The story isn't. It goes over your head because you're not focused on that stuff.
And then at the end, it revamps itself. But I think it's the comedy thing is the reason why people don't think of it that deep, because people now think it's a comedy.
So they're not thinking deep.
Even when that last scene when they were gonna do this, and then Deadpool shut the door on Wolverine, and he started trolling him instead of going to, like, that's when I was like, okay, like, come on, bro, like, it's supposed to be a deep scene, but you're still making a comedy. So I get why it went over people's heads.
But I feel like a lot of movies are like that regardless.
Yeah.
Do you think what happens is more of the story comes out by accident, or it's actually deeper from the start and we just didn't know it was? Because as like a aspiring director and a director that's actually making new stories, I feel like the director always has a deep meaning.
I feel like you have to, because if you create...
Or do you think it comes out by accident, though?
No,
that could happen.
I swear you can't do that.
No?
Because then I swear the reason why you make a film is for a meaning, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, then what is it for?
That's true.
You know what I
That's
mean?
very
It's like
true.
how we live life. You're going to live it for a purpose or not?
Yeah. I think the craziest theories is whenever a director wants to make a story, right? But because of whatever happened in their life at that moment, it's actually about that. So that's the theory we'll never hear.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy part. And it's weird because certain people would have different films but not show certain sides of themselves. So let's say you had a director that's suicidal, but he makes a film that's like straight comedy, but you just wouldn't realize.
Yeah.
Because he's not showing it in that way. But some others would make it obvious, like, oh yeah, I'm making this because I feel this energy.
Do you think did you change up Raph like mid shoot just because you felt like something was going on in your life, or nah? You just kept it the whole way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually
Like
don't know.
you like when you started thinking about it, do you think that, oh, this is gonna how it turned out, or there was like different meanings?
The funny thing about Raph is a lot of the story came out just from like a lot of the narration.
Yeah.
I did it in just one spur.
Okay.
I just started what I do regularly, like speaking in my head, and just wrote everything down.
I feel like, yeah, so you got a flow state.
Yeah, and then I just kept it the way it is, and I didn't want to touch it. And it's one of those. It's like, do you up art when it's just art? You know,
Yeah,
when it just comes out of you, like, are you supposed to edit it or are you supposed to let it be for what it is? What's the best part of the football season? Well, for me, it's checking out the post-game stats, like which wideouts scored the most touchdowns, which quarterbacks threw less than 350 yards. If you think you can pick who will do what before kickoff, then play Pick 6 from DraftKings, an official daily fantasy partner of the NFL. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app and select between 2 and 6 players and choose if they'll have more or less of a stat. It's that simple. And for all first-time Pick 6 players, check this out. New customers play $5 on your first pick set, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. So download the new DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code JumpersJump, JUMPERS, JUMP. That's code JumpersJump for new customers to play $5 on your first pick set and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits expire in 6 months. Limited time offer. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Yeah, Ethan probably saw you in that mode, and it's the only time I've ever seen someone else in that mode. So we were playing basketball in the quarterfinals game.
Yeah.
Oh no, not quarterfinals. I think quarterfinals, and it was RJ. So RJ Lily was in flow, and I asked him mid game, like, "Yo, what do you see right now?" He's like, "Yo, everything's going black, right? It's like gray."
Oh,
and,
shit.
And I was like, okay, I don't want to talk to him no more because he dropped 60 points.
Damn.
And every time he shot it, before it went in, he said, "Oh my God," before it went in. And all the Chinese guys that we were playing against,
He dropped 60 points?
Yes.
Well, how much you guys win by?
Like 10.
Oh,
Carried. Bro, he put us on his back, but I'll show you the
Damn.
replays. Every time he shot it,
Yeah.
he looked at the ground and was like, "Oh my gosh."
That's
and that was the
crazy.
only time I seen someone else in flow state.
Really?
Craziest. Like, everything he did was like, it looked so smooth.
I don't think you can know when you're in flow state. That's the point of flow state, right?
No, but like, he knew it though. Like, he was like, "Yeah, Gavin, I'm blacking out."
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How about for you? Like, when you're in flow state?
Oh, when
you-
I'm in flow state, like, yeah, I know. It turns
know?
gray. It turns gray, and I'm only focused. I'm like, what do you call that when you're super focused? Like,
hyper focus?
hyper focused
Yeah.
on my opponent. That's the only time. The only time I went like berserk was that one time when I was sparring, and I was like, "Oh, I can only see him in gray around."
But I feel like the point of flow state is like you don't realize you're in it, no?
No, I feel like if you practice and practice, you know how to get into that state.
Oh, where?
I didn't know I was getting in that state, but when I was in it, I was like, "Oh, I'm in it still."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I think that's what, because for me, this is my personal thing.
Okay.
Is when I think too much about it, then I'm not in flow state anymore.
Then you're not in flow state.
Because flow state is just go. You don't think, you know? And you're not, I guess you're not conscious. You're just like,
Oh yeah, my fault. I realized it after.
oh, realize it
Yeah,
after.
you realize it after all the time. But like when you realize it after, you know it, you were in it. But you just never realize you're in it?
No, ever, never.
What?
It just happens.
No, it can't be like that.
Because that's what I think fighting is, no? Like, okay, the way I perceive fighting is when you're in the ring, what happens is all just subconscious and what you've trained yourself to do, instinct, whatever it may be, goes out into the table. Like you're not thinking.
Yeah.
You don't have time to, what am I gonna blah, 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 blah. Or, maybe I should hit him with this or should I hit him with that shit. No, it's just literally,
Yeah.
you know?
And it definitely comes out with like, okay, so say survival instincts.
Yeah.
I saw this movie. Hold on, let me get the movie right because it's supposed to be based on a movie. And I don't know if you ever heard about it.
What
Oh,
movie?
Society of the Snow. Have you watched that?
No.
Okay, so it's like
What's that about?
It's like these people. It's based on a true story in the 1982-ish area.
Yeah.
There was like some people that got into a plane crash in the Andes Mountains.
Oh, that's is this Society of the Snow? That's
Yes,
what it's called?
that's what it's called, Society of the Snow. But
saw
there's
something-
also another one that they remade it and they like buffed the story a bit. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay.
It's like called Alive. Have you seen that? I think it's called Alive.
I know. So it's the football players, right? Yeah.
So they all crashed down in like this mountain, freezing temperatures, no food, like all the resources they had was on the airplane, but there was barely any, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their whole survival instinct was like, if we're gonna starve, fam, it's been like already weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We have to huddle up, and whoever died, we have to eat their bodies.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was their first
Because
instinct.
they didn't have any food,
Yeah,
bro.
and it worked though, because that's survival instincts. There's nothing to eat. We have to eat what's here.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, boom. They ate the bodies, survived long enough that the rescue team came. Boom.
Yo, the rescue team didn't come.
No, it did. After 72 days, or is that just part of? No, there was.
Yo, so what happened was
Yeah?
there was these two people, and everyone was already starving. They were actually running out of human meat to eat.
Yeah.
It was just people left, like actual living people.
Yeah.
And what happened was these two people decided, hey, you know what? We're gonna take one for the team, and we're gonna go and try to find help.
Oh.
So they went on a journey.
But isn't that how they ended up with the helicopter though?
What? Sorry?
Because I know they went into some town, right? They went on some horses.
Yeah, so two people left the rest of the group.
Yeah.
And then they had to travel for like miles on miles and miles until they finally got into civilization.
Yeah.
And then they were able to send the rescue team.
Okay, yeah.
Nobody was coming to save them. fam.
Yeah, I know.
Like, they were stuck.
They were dead, yeah.
Like if they didn't try to, I guess, seek help, they would just be lost in history. It would just be like a Malaysian Airlines flight.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
That's crazy, fam.
But the Malaysian Airlines flight hasn't been like found.
I don't know for sure.
That's the difference
I think
between them, yeah.
they found like parts of it, but the sea is different though. Because everything we see on land, like you can find.
Still, but-
you can. It's harder to find, but you can still find.
Yeah.
But in the sea, it's almost like looking in a sand pit. Like if I were to give you a micro SD, right, and I throw it in a sand pit, and I go like, "Yo, go find it. Go find it." That's putting a airplane in the sea.
Yeah.
Is like 100 times harder than looking for the SD card.
100.
Because it's way bigger and like the depth is insane and then, like it goes deeper than we even. Some of the sea goes as deep as like mountain heights and shit.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine that.
But if that micro SD had like all the Jumpers Africa episodes that we recorded and we had to edit, oh, I'm searching the whole set. Fuck that, I'm not re-recording. That's a torture method. Like with the dripping water that you told me, that's a torture method. Go find this, and if you can, and sometime Squid came.
You know, there's the actual guy that went to go look for a needle in a haystack.
What? No.
Like there's a serious
Oh wait,
guy.
that's how they got it, right? Or no?
No.
That's
So
how they got the
that's a
saying?
saying. That's a saying. It's like, oh, that's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
No,
So,
so
this guy took it. Yo, he took it to heart. He did the Michael Jordan. I took that personally. It was almost like a art, I guess, experiment.
Yeah.
And he made like a whole haystack, asked somebody to hide a needle in it, and looked and looked and looked for, I'm pretty sure, weeks, bro. This guy was looking, I think, over 3 weeks for a needle in a haystack. And
Wait.
he finally was able to do it.
Why
And he
though?
posted on it.
Why? Is there a purpose?
I think for art, something like that.
Yo, that's crazy.
It's pretty sick though
Bro
because
was drunk. He was like, yo, I'm bored.
yo we've been getting a lot of the sayings in real life though because I think like like a month ago we had a blue moon. You know they say like once in a blue moon.
Once in a blue moon,
Like,
yeah.
shit, I guess I have to do this.
But it's based on real things though, so maybe that guy was actually the creator of that. You know what I mean?
no, that's like I'm pretty sure that's
Oh, it happened
cowboy
way,
era.
way back. Oh,
I'm pretty sure that saying came out like cowboy era,
word.
like way back.
Word.
But he just did it for fun because it's like a saying.
Yeah. Did you know there's some crazy torture method? Have you heard of the braising bull?
Yeah.
Back then?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. You already know.
They boil somebody in like a metal bowl,
Crazy. Yes.
I'm pretty sure there was a saint that actually got boiled like that, right?
They killed a lot of because
Was
obviously
it Saint Antipas?
Yeah. No. It started with the E.
It's not Saint
not-
Antipas?
Does it start with the E?
I think.
That's the only thing I.
'Cause
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Saint Antipas, he was the one that was in Sweden or Switzerland. Antipas.
Because it was used by the ancient Greeks, so I feel like they used it a lot to kill a bunch of Christians.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Roasted in a brazen bull. Saint Antipas, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was him.
And an emperor. Oh no, the emperor wanted to do that to him.
Yeah. No, but there was some Christian that they did that too, and there was his whole family. Like they put the whole family in.
Damn, they put a whole family in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, see, this is St. Antipas. See? So, like, the bull.
Crazy.
Now, this ties into, you know where that happened, right?
In a Greek city? It was some Greek city, right?
It was Geneva, Switzerland.
Really?
And there's like I said this before though, but there's a theory that wherever Saint Antipas is martyred would be where the devil resides, and it was in Geneva, Switzerland, and then that's where CERN is. That's why I want to do like an exploration in CERN and just like
see. But the scary thing about the scary thing about CERN is we're actually gonna need someone to agree to it, which probably will never happen.
No, well, I mean, we can just like ask around, no?
Yeah.
But that's even dangerous itself.
I know, because I would rather do the Conjuring house than CERN.
Really? That's a hot take.
That's not even a hot take.
That's a hot take.
Are you serious, bro? CERN? You're not. If you visit CERN, you're not coming back. Like, at least you come back with a spirit on you, but you can. There's things for that.
If we hit 20K likes, we'll go to CERN next week. I swear to God, we will. I swear to God, we'll go to CERN next week.
Okay, we'll go to CERN. But we need someone, please.
We'll get somebody, but it's not because what it is a facility. If I feel like if we document it, fuck that.
Has anybody documented it before? No, bro.
Nobody.
That's what
Nobody's
I'm saying.
really documented. I don't think they're allowed to. First,
you're not, fam. So it would have to be a video of us. What would be cool is right outside. You know how like Groovy Gavin does like he just stands outside of like the scary shit.
We could do that. Yeah, like, we could do that. But like, I'm trying to get my hands dirty.
That's how you die, man.
No, not like crazy, but I'm trying to mess with some particles.
Go off the map, fam.
Relax. No clipping. like in a COD map. You know in COD maps where you can go through and you can see like teddy bear Easter eggs and shit.
Yeah. And then we're releasing merch for Jumpers Jump. Not even gonna spoil it, but imagine we go to CERN and then the merch comes out. Perfect timing still.
That's perfect timing. That's high key perfect timing. Yo. What would you do if you could no clip in real life? And you can just is that just the spirit realm?
Wait, no clip? What does that mean?
You don't know no clipping?
No,
so,
what's that?
In COD, you know when you can spectator?
Yeah.
And then you can like go everywhere in the map.
Oh,
and
like
you can go like under the map. You can like go everywhere. Oh, okay. Literally beyond what is known.
That's a ghost.
That's look, just a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's just spectate mode, fam.
I know ghosts are died and they died and are in spectate mode.
Oh shit. You know that new show that's coming out on Disney Plus?
Which one?
Agatha All Along. It's tied to like WandaVision.
Nah.
So there's a theory recently.
Okay.
You know how in Fortnite it's all Marvel, right?
Mm.
And they're pretty much hyping up the Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
He's gonna play Doctor Doom as me this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I think Fortnite is so smart.
Why?
Because instead of Marvel having to make all of these other shows to kind of introduce these characters, they can already show them and make everybody known about it just by playing the game. It's like, oh, this character is there. Boom.
Yeah.
All the story is given if you just play the game.
Mm-hmm.
That show, Agatha All Along, there's a huge theory that Doctor Doom is going to be teased for the first time in that show.
How, though?
You ever hear about the Doctor Doom origin?
No.
So, Doctor Doom, the reason he became a master sorcerer and I guess this villain that he is because of his mother. So, his mother was actually a witch. And she would do all of these witchcrafts and stuff. And it led her to being trapped in hell. So what Doctor Doom did, he was gifted and he was so smart. He was one of the smartest people in the world next to Reed Richards. And they would always have like their fights, right?
Yeah.
What he did and decided to do that Reed Richards did not want to was mix the supernatural with the tech.
And he did?
And join it and create one thing. So that's what he did. He discovered ways that he can use technology to his advantage, but also sorcery and supernatural shit. And what he did with it was for the sole purpose of bringing his mother back from hell.
That's fire. That's a good purpose.
So I think every single time it's his mother's birthday, he would go into hell and try to defeat Mephisto. That's like the devil in Marvel universe.
Gosh.
And try to fight to bring his mother back. Now, the show Agatha All Along, it takes place around these witches. And there's a character that seems kind of sus already. It's only in episode 2.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying that kid, the way he acts and the way he's moving, seems as if he knows a few tricks up his hand. First off, he was able to save one of the witches that nobody else was able to do, and it seems like he seems too, I guess, weak to do it.
Yeah.
People think that that kid is Mephisto. So he's what they call the devil in the Marvel universe.
Crazy.
But it's so smart because all of these stories, you can just either watch it or play it in Fortnite and then just go back, and you don't have to hear too much about it. Like, you don't have to watch like a whole season or something.
That's W marketing though. Yeah.
Because it just all ties together like that. It's like an environment that feeds itself.
Some shit that was super W marketing recently, and that happened in Toronto, was a hot dog stand. Did you see this?
No.
So Charlie XCX came to Toronto, did her whole Brat concert, sweat concert, and there was a hot dog stand that decorated their whole thing green and put Bratwurst.
Oh, for the Brat album.
Bro, when I see the TikToks, there was so much line for a regular ass hot dog, right? Just
so they can get the
and
thing.
they did it perfectly. The packaging was green.
Oh, shit.
The whole thing was the same font.
Was
as
it the Charlie XCX camp that did it, or was it just a regular vendor?
I don't know. That's the thing. It probably was the camp, but if it was a regular guy doing the hot dog,
That's crazy.
W marketing.
That's a story. If it's just like a random person that's like,
yeah.
You know, I can take advantage of this shit. Because if that's the case, and I was the hot dog stand owner,
Yeah.
every damn concert, I'm making a Travis Scott burger. I'm making, you know what I mean?
But you can get copyrighted for that, so maybe it was the camp.
But would you get copyrighted if it's in the same day and it all sells out?
Probably not.
Probably not. It's too quick, right? It's too quick.
What would
Do
you
they even have time? Do they have time? No, you're gone. You're in a hot dog stand, bro.
Utopia dogs.
You move that shit quick, you're gone.
Devil dogs.
Yeah, like
For Cardi.
Ew, bro.
Devil
It's
dogs.
nasty.
What would Ye be? What would Ye's dogs be?
I don't know. Yo,
dogs.
no, Ye was supposed to have a collab with Burger King. Did you know that? Oh, was it Burger King or McDonald's? It was McDonald's.
What was it supposed to be? The God meal?
No, like straight up.
What?
He was supposed to. I'm gonna show you. So just imagine Yeezy.
Yeah.
How do you make that McDonald's?
Easy.
Look, I'll show you.
What would be fire?
It makes sense. It makes sense.
What's that organization that closes down on Sunday?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. That would be sick if he did a Chick-fil-A and opened on Sunday just for that meal.
Look. Kanye West futuristic McDonald's packaging.
Is he? Yo, what is that? It's like
It's
his
like
mask.
Minecraft food, right? It's like Minecraft food.
It's like his mask, fam.
But also, I seen something else where it's like a Big Mac, but it's all black. It's like all charcoal, not even black, charcoal to match the Yeezy aesthetic.
So Wendy's is doing a SpongeBob collab,
Yeah,
right?
I seen that.
Bro, I pray for all the workers that are about to get so many memes because you know the Grimace Shake. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm here for the Grimace Shake, or the what was the other one, the McDonald's one?
Travis Scott.
Yeah,
You already know what I'm here for.
Damn, you know how many punchlines and catchphrases there are for McDonald's?
What is there? Or for SpongeBob?
Yeah.
There's I'm
The
ready.
the green guy. No, it's like, don't forget the pickles or the pickles.
Oh.
Fam.
Oh yeah, there's a lot actually.
Rev up the fryers, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there is a lot actually.
There's so many. So SpongeBob is probably the worst they could have ever done.
They're smart. Well, okay. They're smart for doing it now,
Yeah.
but they're not smart for never having it in the first place.
Oh yeah, you were telling me all the time the colored.
My
Scotch
God,
fries.
bro. Like, they could have had a McDonald's restaurant, and I would have
Yeah.
ate there every damn day as a kid
Every day.
instead of going to McDonald's. But they weren't thinking like that, bro.
They weren't, bro. They didn't want it like that, bro.
Unless they're all in cahoots. No, think about it though. Think about it. Do you think there's certain, if you think about it this way, let's say we have a whole bunch of friends, right? And we're the elites of the world. And you have this business, I have that business, and we all don't step on each other's toes because, you know, we're part of a guild.
Yeah.
Don't step on each other's toes. So do you think the reason there's not a lot of competition is because there's a pact? It's like, yeah, you guys can have your money there. I'm gonna have my money here. But if you mess with whatever we're doing here, you're getting cut off by water. You're getting cut off by social media. You're getting cut off by the news. You're getting cut off, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Because if one person steps out of line, you have like 7 other different people at the table. They're like, nah, you can't.
Yeah, I believe that. Because it's like, maybe if they did open their own thing, then boom, SpongeBob suddenly gets canceled or something like that, or it just never airs no more. So they're fucking up their money because SpongeBob was already big.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't cross.
'Cause-
And everything's under the same roof, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you never know if maybe like the all the Nickelodeon channels actually do relate to McDonald's some way.
Because I always fucking wondered that just from like a capitalist standpoint, and it sounds weird as fuck, but like if you're actually a businessman and strategize,
Yeah.
when you're creating these characters, let's say Marvel has all of these movies coming out, instead of making or giving the rights to Hasbro to make the toys, why don't they just invest in a toy company themselves to make every single thing?
Yeah.
Why though? I guess because they already have the factories and stuff to do it.
Yeah.
And the processes and everything like that. I guess that's the main reason. But really, like,
Do they just not
they have
wanna poke
so
the
much
bear?
money, no?
Yeah.
I don't know, though, because this is me coming from a place of not understanding their funds and shit.
Yeah.
But just from a business perspective, I feel like, damn, why couldn't they have a SpongeBob restaurant? There had to be something else in the way.
Because remember back then when in a McDonald's meal you would get a toy?
Mhm.
Why did they stop doing that? Maybe
They still have it.
No, like remember the collectibles? Like they would actually make like
They still
full-
have.
But oh really?
Yeah, they still have McDonald's. Like if
when-
you order a Happy Meal,
when
there's
you go
still
to
toys.
McDonald's and you look at the remember you
They
go
still
in.
have it. They still have it.
No way.
Yeah, they still have it.
What?
Yeah.
When you
fam.
get a
mo-
kids meal.
The most recent one I remember is Squishmallow. That's the most recent one.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Look, let's see what the new one is. SpongeBob.
I thought they stopped doing that.
Now it's Hello Kitty. Or no,
Oh,
Crocs.
they do
Crocs.
still have it.
Crocs is the newest collab.
It's saying 2023 was the latest. Oh, they have
No,
Super
2024. Look, McDonald's and Crocs team up for Happy Meal.
Okay.
So they still do collabs, yeah.
That's crazy.
But everything's collabed. And it's not like
Yeah.
in-house. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you know you're going to do this and you know you're going to have a business for a long ass time,
I know, yeah, you wouldn't want to.
why don't you just make your own?
And then when McDonald's probably when they collab with all like the movies coming up, like especially like, let's say what's a kid-friendly movie that they probably already did it.
Paw Patrol?
Oh, Mario. Yeah, Mario.
Mario.
They did Mario. When the movie came out, they probably released toys. So it's all in cahoots, low key. Did you see in the B movie when they were teasing? Okay, so I found out like
The
this
B movie?
Yeah, so I found out this dark thing about bees, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of teased it in the B movie. So in the B movie, there was hardworking bees,
Mm-hmm.
but there were also the ones that were super lazy,
Yeah.
right? And this is a real thing. Like in real life, those are called the drunken ones, like the drunken
Drunken
bees.
bees?
Yeah, because they're drunk off nectar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I didn't know this, but when the temperature rises,
Yeah.
it's something in the plants that turn into alcohol. Like it
Oh,
turns into
really?
ethanol. Yeah. So when a bee goes into a plant and it drinks that and it takes in a lot of it,
Yeah.
bees actually get drunk off nectar.
Oh, shit. I
So,
actually didn't know that.
if you ever seen a bee crawling on the ground,
Oh, that's a drunk bee?
it's a drunk bee.
I seen hella of those.
Yeah, it's a drunk bee. And it like moves the same way that a person, like how we get drunk. So if you see the bees out of control, it's drunk.
Damn.
And
bro,
this,
call him
yeah,
an Uber,
no, real
fam.
shit. And this is where it gets is the super dark. In the beehive, there's 2 guard bees.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up, right? And if they know that an intoxicated bee comes back to the hive drunk,
Yeah.
two things happen. They either get like a ban from the hive, like it'll never show up again,
Mm-hmm.
or they literally kill it on the spot.
If they come drunk.
Yeah, and it's not because obviously it'll affect the other bees.
Oh,
not
so
working.
they're saying like you can't come back in because you're gonna
Because you're not
treat us.
working.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not working and shit. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
so they literally take out
Cutthroat, fam.
eyes took off, antennas took off, wings took off, and it's
Damn,
just
they
right-
jump him?
Yeah, they jump him. The 2
Holy
guard
shit.
bees, just like that.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. You know what it is. That's crazy. What the
No,
fuck?
I didn't know that. Like I've seen hella bees just crawling around. I didn't know it was drunk the whole time.
I usually see bumblebees like that though.
Yeah, those are the main ones.
Oh, those are the ones that usually get drunk.
Yeah. Because they're the big bosses. You know what I mean?
I don't think they. No, it's bumblebee. Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Bumblebees stay with bumblebees. They don't mess with other honeybees, right? Or do they?
I can't confirm.
Leave it in the comments so you know. I'm actually really curious.
Yeah. The bumblebees is what scared me. I always thought that if I got stung by the furry ones, I would die instantly.
I don't think they sting. Oh, do they?
They don't? No, they do.
No, they do sting.
Yeah, they do. But there's 3 types of bees. The ones that just annoy you, those are the ones at the picnic areas.
That's
The
a
wa-
wasp. That's a wasp.
No. The wasps sting. There's one that just fly around you, annoy you, but the other ones they actually like if you touch them, they want to sting you.
I got stung by a bee before.
Yeah?
It's bad.
And you guys are clowning me when I got bit.
It's actually pretty bad, fam. I don't know what it feels like. It's not a stabbing sensation. It's like poison.
Yeah, low key.
You know what I'm saying?
No. The first is a stabbing sensation. Then it gets into the poison.
Yeah, I don't know. It's as if you have a splinter, but the splinter is like
It gives off.
yeah, you know what I mean?
It's
Like that's the
glowing.
best. I can't even say it with words.
It's
It's
like
just
growing roots.
yeah. It's literally just yeah. You know those There's these weird ass like creatures in the sea, and you know those gummies, the shark gummies. They pretty much look like that. They look super friendly and shit, but somebody came across it in a TikTok.
Yeah.
And they started to play with it, and they ended up in the hospital, fam.
What?
So there's these things. I forgot what they're called. I think they're called like dragon.
Wait, how would they end up from a toy?
Dragon? I think they're like little. What's it called? It's like little fish. I don't know.
Dragon tadpoles?
Damn, I forgot the name of it. Yo, leave down in the comments so you know what it's called. It's colorful dragon sea creatures.
See if Google knows.
Oh, it's this.
Oh,
It's called a blue dragon. Look at this.
What the heck?
But
is
it looks
that?
yummy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as a kid, you would just see it and like, oh, this is cool to play with. Because what these are, they're pretty much these aquamarine creatures that usually land around the shore. So there's this guy, and he saw them, and he was like playing with them and showing TikTok like, oh, yo, look at these like creatures. Aren't they cool as fuck?
Yeah.
He ended up in the hospital. That's one of the most poisonous sea creatures in the world, fam.
Yo.
I'm pretty sure like if you got stung enough and enough toxins went into your body, you would dead ass be paralyzed.
Damn, that looks like
You
a
wouldn't be able to
Pokemon.
talk anymore.
That's crazy.
But
That
look
looks
at
like
it.
a
It looks-
Pokemon, fam.
It looks so fun. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks
does,
like
though.
you know the toothpaste with the 3 different colors. You know, it literally looks like that. Looks like some Colgate, right?
Yeah, like the
But
swirl.
look, and it's small too.
Oh, it's that
cute,
small?
fam. It's cute as shit.
No, I didn't know it was that small.
Yeah. So like you can imagine you're picking up, yo, what is this shit? And I think this is the TikTok. He goes, anybody know what this is?
And he just dies
and
from
just
that.
playing with it. And then the next slide is him in the hospital, bro.
Ew,
I think he survived though. I
Ew.
think, but a lot of people have died from it.
Yeah. What's cool is like, have you seen those big worms on the shore?
Oh, I seen those. It's Dune, fam. It's like Dune, but it's small.
They literally put like some food, and then it'll come up like really small, and they'll have like pinchers. They'll do this, and they'll come up like this.
Yo, I seen those in Cuba, and they're just
Oh, you did?
At first, I thought I was calling them worms at first.
Yeah.
But I thought they were just like leaves and palm tree leaves in the water. Like, oh, look, Michaela, it's a worm. It's a worm. Just trying to scare her. But then I looked close. That shit was a worm. It was actually a worm.
Yeah.
The sea is a crazy place.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm scared. I'm scared because I've never gotten stung by a jellyfish yet, and that was my low-key one of my worst fears when I was in the Philippines. I low-key didn't enjoy some of the parts like the scuba diving because I was so scared that like
No, you would get
something was
stung?
gonna just anything was gonna come out of that dark pit that I was looking at, just and I would be dead right there.
Oh, like a mermaid. And
Yeah,
shit.
and then you have my dad that's just like freestyling, like he's going everywhere. And then like those Filipino boat tour guys,
Yeah.
obviously don't give a shit. They have their own like what are these called?
flippers.
Yeah, they flippers. They made their own out of like cardboard, and they're going
They
deep.
use cardboard to
Yeah,
make
and
those?
they're going
Damn.
deep. Oh no, it might be wood, but they're going deep in those pits, fam. And I was like, yo, where is this guy going?
That's the cool part, though.
I know that, and
That's the
they
cool
no,
shit.
but they live there, so that's normal for them. They do that every day.
So you're scared more of the sea than the world.
Yes,
Really?
yes. The sea is so crazy. Like I tried my best to like courage it up and like go far from the boat.
Yeah.
It's like my body was just like swimming back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I think I don't know. I think I'm more scared of the world than the sea. Because I feel like the sea, we know what's down there.
Yeah.
Shit that can't survive up here. So like if I want to avoid them, I just come back into the air,
Yo,
fam. Like they're not touching me.
Yo, I trolled my cousin and the boat guy because I was like, yo, look, a moonfish, and I would go down and pull my pants down, and when they would scuba dive in, that's all they would see, just ass.
Yo, I felt bad for, I think they called them the Bajau.
What's that?
It's like the sea people of the Philippines.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think that's
didn't know
like the tribe name anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like sea gypsy, but the Bajau. I think. Leave it in the comments if I'm right. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yo, my dad, he was showing me their goggles.
Yeah.
And he pulls these goggles and one from one of them. Yo, it's literally one of the oldest goggles I ever seen in my life. It's made out of wood. It's made out of like certain type of string. Super old. My dad bought it off of him. Gave him money, like good money.
Okay.
But we went back home, and he's like showing it off to my cousins and stuff. And I'm thinking in my head, yo, you literally took their only chance at goggles.
They could rebuild it though with the new money you gave them.
But I'm thinking to myself, yo, they probably had that for generations.
Yeah, I know.
And
Low-key, it holds a lot of weight.
Yeah. No, that's, you know what it is? It's almost as if there's like a hero, and he used a sword to fight dragons. He used,
You gave him $100 for the sword.
And he took away history.
Yeah. Does he still have it? Where'd he put it?
I think we still have it at the crib.
Yo, is that bad? No, that's
I
not
don't
bad.
think so. He paid him good. I mean, he agreed to it, right?
Okay, yeah, true.
But also, we're the clients, so like.
Imagine he puts it on and he's like, it's one of those Gravity Falls moments. It just plays back all the shit that he sees.
That's
like
wild.
in a dream, he, like before he sleeps, he puts it on, and then his dream is literally that guy doing all the shit that he did in his life. That's a sick. Yo, make that a short movie, like different belongings, and then when you sleep with it.
There is a movie like that.
What? There is?
Yeah, it's called The Cobbler.
No, I've never heard about that. What is
So
that?
the cobbler, he pretty much makes shoes,
Yeah.
and he has a store that people bring their shoes to him, and he just fixes up.
Okay.
Now, every single time he gets a shoe, there's this one moment that he couldn't use like a certain machine, and he had to use the old one. He went down into the basement to use his dad's old version of it. But every time he fixed the shoes in it, and he put the shoes on, I think I told you about this.
I did see this.
He would become that person, and I guess be able to live that life.
Yeah.
You ever hear of Being John Malkovich?
No.
That's a trippy fucking movie.
No.
I didn't even finish it because it's so trippy.
Yeah, what is
But
it about?
It's weird, bro.
How?
So it pretty much takes a concept of imagine an office space, and your whole job is to just pretty much surveil someone's mind.
Hmm?
Yeah. So it's really weird. It's really like mind fucky.
Yeah.
But what would happen is he went into this crevice in his office, and he noticed, man, there's like a poster here. He took down the poster, and it's a tunnel.
What?
The tunnel led to this door, and he had to like crawl into it, right?
Yeah.
The moment he opened the door, he's in this room, but one of the walls in the room is just a whole screen that's the vision of the actor John Malkovich.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So what
I don't
happens
get it.
is he's seeing just his whole life
Of him?
of another guy.
Wait, I don't get that.
So, okay. Imagine your consciousness
Okay.
people can access by walking into a room. That's what happened to that guy. So
A
he was
random ass person that he.
yeah, just a random person, but it just so happened to be like John Malkovich,
Oh,
the
okay,
actor.
okay. Damn.
But it's trippy because what
Yeah.
happens in the movie, this is a spoiler, what happens in the movie, John Malkovich ends up going into that room and seeing through John Malkovich. But I'm pretty sure it like fucks up his mind because how can you experience yourself?
Yeah. How can you experience yourself?
Oh, there's this movie that just came out on Netflix. You watch it?
No.
The Uglies?
The Uglies. Nah.
You never heard of it?
Nah.
So
What
this
is
is supposed to be the next like Hunger Games, Divergent type of movie. This
Okay.
book that it's based off of came out during all of those things. Now, it's interesting because it has a concept. It's really weird though, because the concept is imagine a world where, okay, what do you think is the solution to the world being in, I guess, such chaos, war, everybody hates each other? What do you think the solution is?
Solution? Well, that thing where it's like put everyone against one person.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But in this book and in this movie, their solution was first resources, natural resources, right?
Okay.
Because we're fighting over resources.
But wouldn't that be
Fuck.
scarcity then, and people would fight?
No, they found a way to get a renewable one.
Oh, okay.
So that was the first issue, but they solved the of it. So you know how we're fighting over resources? Oh shit, we don't have enough oil, blah blah blah.
Now there's a lot.
Boom.
Yeah.
They literally had the solution and abundance of it done.
Okay.
But people were still fighting. And everyone's like, how are we still fighting? Like we literally have an abundance of everything now.
Yeah.
But they realized human nature is what's the cause. And that's the downfall of society. And the way to combat that was they created this concept of making everybody on the same level of appearance.
What?
Yeah, so check this out.
Same
So
level?
every single person that's born, when they turn 16, they get a surgery to make them a 10 out of 10 appearance.
What the heck?
Yeah. Now, if you think about it, in a world where everybody's a 10 out of 10,
Then you don't have that discrepancy no more.
yeah, you don't treat pretty people better
Oh, okay.
and you don't treat ugly people better because you're all equally as good looking.
Yeah.
So you think about it, you go outside and you treat somebody differently. I mean, if you're a good person, you wouldn't.
Mhm.
But naturally, like, there's some people that do that. And majority of people probably do that. Like, you judge a book by its cover. But what if you judge a book by its cover, but all the covers
Are the same.
are 10 out of 10s?
Oh, shit. That's
How would you
smart.
think society would live?
Probably good, better than thing.
Now, there was a problem, though, because that introduced a concept of, okay, we got to make this as perfect as possible. And to take out even the slightest bit of, I guess, anomalies. And one of the anomalies being, even though everybody still looked the same or like looked great,
Yeah.
some people missed how they looked before, which was fucked up because that would ruin everything.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't
I wanna
want
go
to
back.
look like that?
yeah.
So what they started doing was brainwashing.
Okay.
So they took away emotions. They took away feelings. They took away literally anything that gave them almost a soul. And they were just
What?
pretty much Sims, yo. They're pretty
No,
much
that's
just-
robots, no?
Yeah, they're just like Sims. They're just people that look great and they're just living in society.
What the heck?
Just-
Well, so how is this the Hunger Games though? Or is it like
It's because it's dystopian. You know how
Dystopia? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
there's a government that controls everything. Also, in the movie, I don't want to spoil it, but like
Yeah.
there's a group that's the rebels and they're trying to, I guess, free everybody from that sanctuary.
Yeah.
But would you really want to free everybody? Because
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you could.
But if they're living good,
Yeah.
they don't know.
That's crazy.
Are you gonna mess up that whole thing for them?
Nah, that's just crazy that it's coming. That's the plot that they're given, and it's like it kind of relates to the times because it's like, oh, they're trying to take the souls out of us by creating AIs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's you know what I mean. Why do they always do that?
So if you had the option when you're 16 years old to be literally what they do is they give you a surgery and they give you a procedure that makes you exactly who you want to look like and be. Even strength wise, like physicality wise, every single thing. But the catch is everybody else can do that too. I mean, why not, right?
I know. I'm thinking like, what would be the downfall of it? Nah, I would do it.
I feel like I would too.
Yeah, because it's like, what's to lose? I look good. You know what I mean?
But I think it's only because everybody else, right?
Yeah.
But then it
But
becomes,
that's not my problem though. My problem is me.
yeah, I know.
But then it becomes
a whole thing.
then
of,
it becomes the whole thing of like,
it becomes a whole thing of
why
like,
you are
okay.
why are you complaining? This is what you want, and then now we fight.
Mhm.
Damn, so you can never make this shit perfect, eh? Like there's nothing as perfect.
I don't think there's any.
Like this is perfect. You know what I mean?
I
Like
think there has to be flaw.
yeah.
But I think with flaw, damn. So check it out. Like theory right now, the world is actually perfect.
Yeah, I know.
The way God made the world, it is perfect. Even with the conflicts, even with like the terrible things that happen, because it balances out the good. And so you can cherish the good. You can cherish what it means to be present in good moments, great memories, love. If we don't feel sad, hate, depression, there's no way to navigate what is and what isn't. If you only felt like one way and you couldn't feel anything else, and all of the moments you experience are only these good feelings, you can't even compare.
Yeah, but I'll play devil's advocate. It's like, okay, how about the people going through a lot of shit? Why do they have to get that and we get, or like other people get the good? You know what I mean? Why do they have to do the suffering for the people to realize, to look at them and be like, oh, I'm in a better position? How is that fair?
I mean, life isn't fair. I think
I
that's the
know,
point.
but-
But in my opinion, what are the greatest stories that we all are drawn to is when somebody comes from a place of, I guess, loss or a place of struggle or a place that's down here and they make their way up. Those to me at least are like the craziest stories.
Yeah.
And what happens is you have an amazing story like that lifts everybody else up. I think that's like my personal thing though.
I can see
I don't
that.
think there's a right though. I don't know.
Yeah, because I never found it fair, but obviously, yeah, life isn't fair, but it's like, that's why you have to always be grateful, because if you are in a better position, then yeah, you should never be complaining, because there's so much worse going on in the world, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
What do you think is what do you like if that society became a thing? What do you think its downfall would be compared to ours?
Its downfall?
Like, would you choose that over what we have now?
No, I would choose this one for sure.
Yeah, of course. Like, because we're used to it.
Yeah.
But even still, like, imagine you're in that position. Like, just imagine you're actually in that. You're living it.
Okay.
You're everything you ever wanted given to you, done. Would you even be conscious of thinking what is, what isn't, though? Or would you just be lost in the sauce?
Probably not, because it's like the too good to be true. Like, oh, I'm getting everything I want, but I don't know the flaws of it yet. And I don't know, like, I'm trying to put myself in it. I actually don't know what would go wrong. Internally, though. Externally, probably something will go on. I don't know what it is, but internally, nothing will go wrong because I look how I want to be, boom, stuff like that.
Okay, this is deep, but I'm just curious, like, what you would think. If you could choose when you're ready for a struggle, would you choose it?
Fuck. Probably not.
Because that doesn't make you strong.
I would probably procrastinate it. I'm like, I never want the struggle. Yeah, I would probably do that. If struggles weren't given to me, then and I had the choice to, oh, bro, don't give me no struggles. What? I don't want that.
All right, I'm gonna blow your mind. Ready?
Yeah.
What if, and this kind of ties into like faith too, but what if you choose that right now? You choose whether to struggle and do the good deeds and do what's good for the world, but it is hard to do those things.
Yeah.
And if you do them now, you don't have to do them later. If you get me.
Yeah, yeah.
So that means struggling in a different way.
Yeah.
Spiritually, whatever it may be. Like, we don't know. And if you do struggle right now, then later you don't. Theory.
The theory, man.
That's just like some food for thought.
Alive, bro.
Because I think it kind of is like that. Like,
that's like homework, bro. It's like some people want to procrastinate homework, but once you do it, and then later you can play your video games. You know what I mean?
Or do you think it ever is do you think it ever is like a you have to do something, or is it just you choose to do something?
Oh,
that's a deep question too. That's some philosophical shit.
I don't think I've ever, like, we're still talking about struggles, right? I don't think I've ever chose to. It's like it's just happened.
Yeah.
Because bro above knows when to give me it. You know what I mean? And I think that's perfect, because say I choose a struggle at a certain time and I know I'm not ready for it. Boom. I can't even learn from it because it'll be such a decrease in my confidence. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't. But the fact that he gives it at perfect times, oh yeah, he knows that we can get up from it, and that's where we grow, right? But if I chose it, no, there's no perfect timing. I don't know when. Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I don't think there ever is.
No, there's none.
And you can't, bro.
You can't, because how are you ready for anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because I've been thinking about that, like, oh, should I work out? Fuck. Like, I don't want to work out, but I'm gonna just do it anyway.
I seen something where it's like health is number one. And it's like all our other problems don't become a problem if health is a problem now. So say something happens to your family members health-wise, all the stress that we have, no longer a struggle. That is the one struggle.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, all this materialistic shit like does not matter, bro. Because if I see one of my family members like something happens,
because that's the true wealth. That's the true wealth. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the true wealth.
All of these don't matter, bro. I'm there. I'll stop, like, if I'm in school, I'll stop school, stop this whole podcast if something is happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
That's
think
what
about
really
that all the time, fam. Because wealth doesn't necessarily mean money.
Yeah,
wealth just means an abundance of. That's what real wealth is. It's just an abundance of what really matters.
What really matters to you.
Yeah. So when you go out and you see, like, oh man, that person's rich. Okay, what are they rich in? Like, you could be rich in money, but the rest of their life maybe they're not rich in. And then that's what they use to fill what's empty on the other side. So what would you really have? Like, I encourage everyone to just, like, think about 3 things they're actually they're actually thankful for.
Yeah, man.
Take away everything else in the world. Like, what would you actually want?
Yeah.
Think about those things. Low-key comments it.
Yeah,
I'm actually curious.
3
things, 1, 2, and 3, what you actually care about in the world.
Yes, sir.
And what's important to you.
Sir, we read all the comments, man, so write those down.
Also, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And go watch this video right here because I put a lot of effort into this.
Yes, sir.
And Michaela put a lot of effort in this, my editor, my sister.
Yes, sir. Go down to Spotify, Apple. Keep downloading those episodes and rate it a 5-star. We love you guys.
And wait, hold on. One more thing. Like I said in the last episode, if you made it to the end, we have a big announcement coming soon. And I'm just going to keep teasing it at the end of the episodes.
Yes, sir.
Just to hype it up more.
Yes, sir.
But
Try to guess.
it's coming out. All right, jumpers, jump out.
Deuces.